What is good with y'all, man? So today we are going to be breaking down all 5 of the Eagles quarterbacks for the Eagles team. We're going to be ranking them, breaking down their stats, their abilities, what I like about them, what I don't like about them. So you know what I mean? You can look at other options for who you want to use for the Eagles team, because there's 5 quarterbacks. We got Vince Young, you got Randall Cunningham, Jalen Hurts, Michael Vick, and Carson Wentz. You got 5 usable guys, and who knows? We could get more in the game this year. We could get Nick Foles. You could get Donovan McNabb. There's more possible quarterbacks we could get this year. So the Eagles team, there's lots of quarterbacks to choose from. So right now, we're going to be going in order how I have them ranked. Breaking down everything I like about them, what I don't like about them, their abilities, how everything works, right? So first up, we got Vince Young. I got Vince at number 5, and because, well, I mean, obviously, I mean, compared to all the other guys, I mean, his stats just don't really, they're not really up to par. And he also probably has the worst release that I've used in this entire game. The ball comes out his hands terrible, and it comes out wobbly. He also, you know, obviously 90 throw power. Back then, it was pretty good. Now it's pretty bad. But he does get escape artist. So, you know, but the thing is, there's also Jalen Hurts who gets escape artist, who also isn't very expensive to get. So at this point, Vince Young, I would say, out of all these quarterbacks, is the only quarterback that I would almost say is unusable, but he's not unusable. You can still use him. He does have escape artist, but the ball comes out his hands disgustingly. It's slow release, you know, and like I said, you know, there's no ability to help him throw the ball. He's only gets escape artist. So me personally, I would say Vince Young is the only quarterback that is close to unusable. So yeah, that is what I think about Vince Young. Off to the next quarterback, number 4, we got Jalen Hurts. I think Jalen Hurts is our 4th best quarterback, right? He gets 93 speed, powered all the way up, 93 throw power. Pretty nice, you know what I mean? Sadly, he does not get past the elite. Now, if he got past the elite, he would actually be a little bit higher. He would be, but he only gets escape artist because, you know, it's very hard to throw the ball without escape artist. But escape artist is very fun to use on him. It really is. You know, I didn't think Jalen Hurts was that bad at all. Like, I think, you know, if you can't get some of these other quarterbacks here, Jalen Hurts is fine to get. You know, I mean, yeah, it's gonna be a little bit harder to throw the ball, but because you're gonna have escape artist, and you know, ball's gonna come out a lot slower. But if you could just, you know, adjust your scheme around that and almost have the Eagles play, just not have him throw a whole lot, just run the ball a lot, limit those passes, it'll actually work out pretty nicely, because he's, you know, he's got an arm, he can launch the bitch, you know what I mean? His accuracies are really good. He's fast. He's overall not bad. So like I said, if you can't get the Vick and the Cunninghams, Jalen Hurts is fine. You know, rock out with him, go crazy. He's not very much coins at all. So yeah, Jalen Hurts is a solid. Number 3, we got Carson Wentz. So I did put Wentz ahead of Jalen Hurts. I did. And really just because, you know, he gets pass lead elite. I feel like pass lead elite is more valuable than escape artist. I think we can all agree, you know, powered up. He'll get 92 throw power. So obviously Jalen Hurts has more throw power, which when you think about it, that doesn't really matter. Just kind of think about this for a second, right? So Carson Wentz, 92 overall powered up. Jalen Hurts, 91 overall powered up. But Jalen Hurts is 93 throw power. Wentz gets 92. I mean, one thing about Wentz was he did have a cannon, but he really didn't know what he wasn't very accurate with that cannon. Jalen Hurts hasn't. I think he has somewhat of an arm, but he hasn't shown it yet. You know what I mean? So, but back to this. So Wentz, he's obviously pretty slow. He's got a solid arm, but he gets past the elite. And I can say this from when I used Wentz. I thought Wentz had one of the better releases in the game, period. I thought he had a very good release. And overall, when I used the card, I was satisfied. He was pretty good. I fucked with him. He wasn't bad at all. His only downfall was, you know, you couldn't move with his ass. He was slow as hell. So, but he was really good. So I would have to put him over Jalen Hurts because the whole pass lead elite thing. And I really like this release. I thought Jalen Hurts had a pretty solid release too for not having pass lead elite. Like if Jalen Hurts had pass lead elite, that card would actually be really fucking good. But even so, like, it's really up to you. Like between Wentz and Hurts, obviously they're both pretty cheap who do you get? I mean, it comes down to, would you rather use a guy with a skateboard, or would you rather use a guy with pass the elite? You know what I mean? Because they're, yeah. Number 2, we got Michael Vick. My favorite quarterback. I love some Michael Vick in my life. Vick, I think he's 95 speed, 93 throw power. He can make all the throws. There's 2 ways to run Vick. You could run Vick with pass lead elite, or you could run him with escape. Obviously you can't use both, but you can pick one. I've used both. I loved both, you know what I mean? So that's the great thing with Michael Vick. You know, if you want to use him, you know, just to make the throws in the pocket, you can do that. If you want to use him to run around like a wild man, you can do that. So I think the only thing that some people just don't like about Michael Vick is that he's a left-handed quarterback. But here's the thing, right? You got to know he's a left-handed quarterback before you get him. Me, I like the left-handed quarterbacks more just because I use Michael Vick so much in Madden. I'd rather honestly use the left-handed quarterback, because now with Cunningham, a lot of times I'm trying to roll out to the fucking left half the time, and I'm like, fuck, you gotta roll out to the right, god damn it. So yeah, that's kind of the thing there. But there's really nothing wrong with Vick. I mean, you know, his price has definitely dropped. You can see it now. His 92 is up for 100,000. That's on Xbox at least. So that's pretty goddamn good to know that, you know, he's cheap as hell now. 100K. It's cheap as hell. So if you can't get the next guy, who obviously is going to be Cunningham, I mean, you really can't go wrong with Vick. You're getting a 95 speed quarterback. He gets past the elite, or if you don't want to use that, you could use escape artist. And he's got a really good release. He can make all the throws. So I mean, it's really just kind of, it's really up to you, to be honest. Like, you know, do you want the left-handed quarterback or the right-handed quarterback? That's kind of what it is, to be honest. And the last guy, obviously, Randall Cunningham, who out of all the guys here, he's the only one that gets gunslinger. He's 96 speed. He's faster than Vick. He's also 6'4". You know, there's 3 ways you want to run Cunningham. You could either use him with gunslinger, which I would probably say is the best way. But if you don't want to pay that 5 AP, because I know that 5 AP is a little expensive, you could always still go with pass lead elite, which is 3 AP. So that is still an option. Or fuck all the bullshit, you want to use escape artist, so go ahead and run escape artist, which is also 3 AP because he's a improviser. So but gunslinger on him is 5 AP. I think it's really good. You know, he's got 95 throw power, 96 speed. He's 6'4", which does mean a lot. Trust me, that 6'4" means something. And he's really fucking good. I can tell you that. I like his release with gunslinger. You see a lot of people are using Randall. I mean, he's the fastest quarterback with gunslinger. Everyone's going to use him. You know what I mean? It just is what it is. And he's not even that much coins, though, to be honest. I know you're seeing it says 177,000 coins. That's not a lot. I mean, to get the quarterback that he is, you know, you're with the theme team, you're getting a 96 speed quarterback with 95 throw power and gunslinger, and he's not even 200,000 coins. I mean, you shit me. Well, obviously you got to power him up to get the gunslinger. You do have to power him up. But yeah, I mean, he's obviously the best. But all these quarterbacks are usable, you know. Because, you know, the Cunningham, if you got the coinage, get him. Some of you guys don't got the coinage. You're looking for budget players. The budget players there, if you want to go escape artist, go Jalen Hurts. If you don't want to go escape, you can go Carson Wentz, use that pass lead elite. If you got just a little bit more coinage, go ahead and you get Michael Vick. Which way would I recommend using him? You know, if you're a guy that passes the ball a lot, then I would probably say go pass lead elite. If you're a guy that doesn't throw the ball a lot and you're a very run-heavy offense, I would say go escape artist, because what that does is then when you do have to throw the ball, if the first read ain't there, you can really just take off with escape, pick up the first down, and then get right back to running the ball. You know what I mean? So, but if you got the coinage, you got to have the Randall scramble. You got to have the Randall scramble. You know what I mean? A quarterback that I think we actually will be getting soon coming into the game is Sam Bradford for some of you guys. Now, I'm going to tell you this right now. That motherfucker will not, you will not see him on my field. I refuse to have Sam Bradford anywhere near my field because there was a thing that they had posted a while back. It was actually in the game. I know you guys probably saw it, where it was like those 4 guys. One of them was Sam Bradford. It's going to be some promo coming up eventually, I think, where basically Sam Bradford's going to get a card. My guess is he'll get high route master. He's going to be a field general. I don't give a fuck. He's not seeing my field. I refuse Sam Brad, do we really consider Sam Bradford an Eagle? Let's be honest here, boys. He's not seeing my field. But yeah, those are what I think of all the Eagles quarterbacks. Vince the worst, Jalen's number 4, Wentz 3, Vick 2, and Cunningham 1. You know what I mean? All these guys usable, except for maybe Vince Young. I would probably say Vince Young, maybe not, but all of them are usable. Let me know who you guys are using, and maybe you think, you know, someone's a little bit better than I said they were. You know what I mean? Just comment something down below. What do you think about all these guys? And who you rocking? You know what I mean? And tonight we will be playing Weekend League. So if you want to watch that, go ahead, drop a follow to my Twitch. The link to that is in the description. We're going to be using Randall Cunningham in the new patch tonight in Weekend League. We're going to be pounding the ball. We're a runner around here. We pound the rock and we make people feel us. So yeah, that's pretty much going to do it though, boys. Like, comment, subscribe, man. And your boy is out.